Hello everyone. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever phrase won't get you in trouble at the dinner table this year. Yeah, that's right, Merry Christmas. And trust me, you're going to need some holiday cheer to survive the story I'm about to tell you, because what I witnessed today might be the clearest sign yet that we are all living inside a malfunctioning simulation. Now listen, before we dive into this chaos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Not all of you, just you. Yes, you specifically, because clearly you're one of the rare people left on the internet who actually wants to understand what's happening instead of arguing in the comments of a video they didn't even watch. So go ahead, I'll wait. Perfect. Alright, let's talk about what went down today. I watched Donald Trump receive something called the FIFA Peace Prize. Yes, Peace Prize, from FIFA, the soccer people, the organization known for red cards, VAR controversies, and hosting World Cups in places where the temperature could cook a steak on the sidewalk. And I know what you've probably heard online already, he fell asleep again. Trump knocked out on stage, snoring during the ceremony. Let's keep it real, he did not fall asleep. Did he look spiritually exhausted? Absolutely. Did his eyelids drift like he was buffering? Without question. But asleep? Sadly, no, he was awake the whole time. Much to the disappointment of anyone hoping for a quiet moment. But let's talk about this magical prize he received, because this thing is unreal. The FIFA Peace Prize did not exist more than 2 months ago. It was invented in November, literally created out of thin air after Trump failed to get the Nobel Peace Prize he's been chasing harder than he chases ketchup bottles at dinner. Human Rights Watch even reached out to FIFA asking, hey, what's the selection process? How do you pick the winner? And FIFA responded with the international standard for guilt, silence. Because there is no process, no committee, no nominees, no judges panel, the prize was created the same way kids create a new playground rule, one rule, Trump wins. Now fast forward to the ceremony. The Kennedy Center, normally a sanctuary of art and culture, transformed into something reporters are literally calling the MAGA FIFA World Cup draw. You had Andrea Bocelli singing his heart out like he was performing at the Vatican. You had the village people blasting YMCA like Trump was about to lead the choreography. You had Tom Brady, Wayne Gretzky, and Shaquille O'Neal standing there like they accidentally entered the wrong event and were too polite to leave. None of them play soccer. None of them have anything to do with soccer. But they do have one thing in common, they make Trump look good on camera. And then comes FIFA President Gianni Infantino, a man who now appears to be in a one-sided romantic relationship with Trump, stepping on stage with the biggest smile you've ever seen. He calls Trump a really close friend. He praises him for his exceptional actions for peace. He says Trump definitely deserves the first ever FIFA Peace Prize. Sir, this prize is 2 months old. 2 months. Then Trump gets up to speak, adjusts his signature red tie like he's about to auction off a skyscraper, and says, the world is a safer place now. America is the hottest country in the world. Hottest, not strongest, not greatest, not most powerful. Hottest, like he's describing a nightclub with a strict dress code. But here's the part that made me choke on my coffee. Earlier that same day, on the red carpet, Trump told reporters, I'm not sure if I'm getting the Peace Prize. Could be a rumor. My guy, they literally rehearsed your stage entrance. This is like hosting your own surprise party and pretending to be shocked. But everything today was scripted, choreographed, planned down to the millimeter. And that's the bigger issue here. Because events like today aren't random. They're not spontaneous. They're not cute or harmless. They are power plays. This wasn't a ceremony. This was a loyalty ritual. A political performance disguised as an awards show. And FIFA isn't stupid. They're doing this because they need something from him. The 2026 World Cup, hosted across the US, Mexico, and Canada. And guess who controls visas, travel bans, international entry requirements, federal security cooperation, and nearly every logistical detail that could make or break the event? Exactly. So FIFA is doing what FIFA always does, whatever helps FIFA. Meanwhile, Trump's immigration policies might prevent fans from 19 countries from even entering the US for the tournament. Imagine Iran making the knockout rounds, and their fans stuck at the airport arguing with TSA. Imagine Haiti making a historic Cinderella run, and their supporters blocked from entering the country because their paperwork didn't pass the vibe check. This isn't unity. This isn't peace. This is logistical chaos dressed up in patriotic glitter. But let's go deeper, because the circus today didn't stop with the prize. Backstage, Trump held a quick press moment. A reporter asked him what the prize meant to him, and Trump said, I've done tremendous things for soccer. People tell me nobody's done more for soccer than me. Bro, you once suggested soccer should have fewer passes. You golf. Your favorite sport is blaming referees. But that's the thing, Trump lives in a universe where confidence is reality. Say it loudly, right pointing arrow. People assume it's true, right pointing arrow. Institutions pretend it's true, right pointing arrow. Suddenly it becomes true enough for TV. And that's how power works when nobody pushes back. The Kennedy Center isn't pushing back. FIFA isn't pushing back. Half of Congress isn't pushing back. And that brings us to the political layer. Trump has survived multiple impeachment attempts not because the accusations lacked substance, but because the numbers weren't there. He knows it. Congress knows it. FIFA definitely knows it. And that makes him bold. Unrestrained. Untouchable. This Peace Prize, this glittery ornament of political theater, is just another symbol of that immunity. But here's what people aren't talking about. This is how institutions erode. Not in explosions, not in coups, but in applause, in fake awards, in silent rooms that should be loud, in flattery replacing accountability. That is how democracies slide, slowly, quietly, with a smile on stage and a handshake behind the curtain. But don't get depressed, because here's the twist: people are waking up. Not everyone, but enough. Americans are tired, exhausted, mentally done with the circus. Support is shifting. Younger voters are rejecting extremism. Independents are questioning the theater. Even moderates are rolling their eyes so hard they can see their own brainstem. People see the stunt. People see the propaganda. People know a Peace Prize made in November isn't real. And that's why your attention matters. Yes, yours specifically. Because awareness is resistance. Staying informed is resistance. Finding truth behind the glitter is resistance. So let me end on a hopeful note. If you're watching this, if you made it this far, if you still care about reality in a world full of noise, then you're already part of the solution. You're not numb, you're not checked out, you're not asleep, and that alone is enough to push back against the insanity creeping in at the edges. So take care of yourself. Laugh when you can, question everything, and whatever you do, don't let them convince you this is normal. I'll be here, right here, every week, breaking down the madness so you don't have to face it alone. Thanks for watching. Happy holidays. Stay awake, stay aware, and I'll see you next time.